Here's everything that's wrong with the red pill community. Number one, it's fucking cringe. Okay, so got in this community. Let's say you don't know what I'm talking about. Look, y'all, in the red pill community, you got dudes talking about being alpha, being beta. Like an alpha would do this. An alpha gonna sleep with all these shorties. A beta, that's a bitch ass nigga. Like, bro, listen to yourself. That shit is fucking cringe. Nah, the red pill is just cringe because you got dudes in there that be talking about women, but they don't even have any women in their videos. Like, they don't have any proof to show for what they're saying. Like, they'll be saying stuff like, yeah, man, these girls will do you wrong, blah, blah, blah. And I'm actually not denying that because there's a lot of truth behind that. But the way they talk about it is just so cringe. Talking about this is what an alpha does. This is what a beta does. Like, dog, alpha, beta, who gives a fuck, bro? Like, me personally, when I hear someone talk about an alpha or a beta and they're like actually like serious, like they're seriously talking like I'm an alpha or that nigga's a beta, I think that they lack brain cells because, bro, at the end of the day, you're you. Like, you're not an alpha or a beta. You are who you are. You're either a real one or you're a loser. Like, that's how I see it. Next, the logic of the red pill just doesn't make any sense, okay? So the logic of the red pill is that women are bad and evil. So because of that, you got to smash as many women as possible to get back at them for whatever they did to you when you were younger. And if a woman has too high of a body count, she's not good for you. Now, look, I'm not out here defending anyone with high body counts. I'm saying for both sides, having a high body count is not, that's not it, yo. Because when you have a high body count, it just shows a lack of respect for yourself, to be quite honest. Because let's be real. Along the way in that body count, there was some people, some questionable choices made, okay? And I'm not here to judge that. I'm just here to say, if you're going through with those questionable choices, you got to look in the mirror and really ask yourself what you're doing. Because when you start to treat sex in relationships as like a game or just stacking numbers, just getting up there, that's where that shit can go sideways. Because look, y'all, at the end of the day, sex is meant to recreate, like, it's meant to create a human. If you just wasting your time out here just gaining numbers, I see that as like a waste of time. But that's me personally. Like, I got a different train of thought, a different way of thinking. So you might not agree with me, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, the logic just doesn't make sense for the red pill. It's like a dude can fuck as many girls as possible, but if a girl does the same, then she's damaged goods. It's like, no, y'all are both damaged goods, bruh. Y'all both trash. And number three, the thing that's wrong with the red pill is like, these dudes are bots. These dudes are literally brainwashing people. They're brainwashing young, impressionable men especially. Because here's the issue. You got dudes watching these videos that have had no real life experience. Their entire experience is based off of what you're telling them. So if you just get on the camera and you start going like, look, yo, women suck because of this. Women suck because of that. When you talk to a woman, ghost her and don't respond to her. Da-da-da-da-da. Like, no, bro. That's not the way. That's not the way. You got some dudes out here who won't respond to a girl because they're trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm busy. Like, I ain't got time to talk to her. Me personally, I don't respond to a girl because either I don't feel like it, either I'm busy, or I'm sad as fuck and I'm in my feels and I don't feel like doing all that. It just depends on how I'm feeling, really. I don't intentionally try to make people think some way about me. Like, if I see a text from a girl, I'm in a good mood and I got time, and she texts me a minute ago, I'm gonna respond a minute later. Like, it don't matter. Like, the whole logic of the red pill is just absolutely stupid. And it's setting dudes up for failure because you're telling dudes to act one way, you're telling dudes to do one thing. When in reality, everything is not so black and white. Look, y'all, humans, look at yourself. You're not black and white unless you're me, because I'm black and white. But for most of y'all, you're not black and white. There's a lot of, it starts black and then it goes gray and then it ends up at white. There's a lot of nuances, what I'm trying to say. And like, every human is different. Every person is different. And too many people base all of their experiences with one person and try to throw that onto the next person. Like, no, everyone has something unique to offer, something unique to give. So what the red pill does is it says, okay, all women are hoes, all women are sluts, and all women are gonna do you wrong, and da 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 da. That's why you gotta do them back dirtier. It's like, no, bro. That's just creating a cycle of hurt that whatever you had to go through, my boy, that you couldn't let go of. Like, let that shit go, bro. At the end of the day, I don't think a lot of people really admit that, like, when it comes to a relationship, it takes two to tango. Like, you got to understand, if you out here and you was getting done wrong by your girl, it's probably because you did something to make that happen. Like, you was probably acting like a bitch. You was probably acting like a bitch ass nigga. And you was probably doing some shady stuff that you probably shouldn't have been doing. Now, does that mean that your girl is in the right? No, maybe she was doing the same thing. My point is, it's never black and white. It's never one side fits all. It's never one side is completely right. There's always two sides to every story. There's two sides to every coin. There's a lot of nuance. And you can't just listen to these red pill dudes and expect to get a good understanding of what the real world is like. No. And just to wrap things up about why else the red pill is stupid is because they never have any girls in their videos unless you're on the Fresh and Fit podcast, but like they're paying girls to go on there and like they set them up for failure and stuff. But no, like these dudes don't even record videos with girls in them. That's how I know, like, dog, you don't get any shorties. Like, you out here preaching about how to get shorties, what to do to get shorties, but you ain't got no shorties to show in your videos. And I guarantee if I called a nigga out and I said, yo, get a shorty in your video, he would have to pay her. He would have to pay her to get her in that video. So no, I don't believe any of these dudes because you gotta have proof of work, okay? Next, also, there's no fulfillment in following the red pill. What the red pill is all about is that you fuck as many girls as possible. You fuck younger girls, specifically like 18 to 21 years old. And me personally, I just don't really see the value in that. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but like, bro, I don't see the value in that. Like, what am I going to think about it. What am I going to gain from having sex with a bunch of different girls? Like, I can flex it, but like, beyond flexing it, I don't really gain anything. All I do is gain some more notches on the belt. But in terms of like actual real world value, no. I'm not out here creating a child. I'm not out here creating life. I'm not out here, teaching them anything. I'm really just out here wasting time, wasting my seed, and I ain't got time for that, y'all. Like, look, I'm gonna make some more videos on like semen retention and the importance of retaining your sexual energy. But the bottom line is the red pill is a waste of time. It's setting you up for failure. It's also lying to you at the end of the day. Y'all want to know the pill you can take, the Sue pill you can take instead of taking the red pill? Here's what you do. Here's the Sue pill. Number 1, you find out a purpose in life. You find some way that you can give value to the world, and you find a way to give back to the world, y'all. Because at the end of the day, we're all going to die. So with the short time you have here on earth, you have to make sure that you make a difference. I'm not even trying to get philosophical. It's like, this is a fact. If you're not giving back while you're here on earth, you're wasting time. You're wasting everyone's time. So while you're here on earth, you need to find out where you have value, and you need to find a way to give that value out to the world. Now, maybe you're a computer engineer and you're like the best coder and you can help build apps that help fix world hunger. Maybe you can do something like that. Maybe you're an athlete that's able to inspire millions of people through your physical capabilities and your mental fortitude. So maybe go do that. What the key is here is that you need to discover whatever your value is, and you need to give it back to the world, and that becomes your purpose. And the good thing about your purpose is that your purpose can always change. You can develop new skills, you can develop new things that make you valuable and give back to the world in that way. Next, go out in the real world and get real world experience. Instead of just talking about, instead of watching videos about talking to shorties and then trying to use these tactics to get shorties, how about you actually go outside, go to a college campus, go to a mall, go to the beach and talk to a girl. And just talk to her. Or maybe go on a date with a girl and talk to her. Pick her brain a little bit. Find out how women actually think, and you'll get a better understanding of that. you know, because you gotta have real world experience, y'all. You can't be living through the internet all the time. Go on a walk outside, get outside, touch some grass, and that's really all it takes. Have a purpose beyond just fucking women and trying to make money and try to give back to the world. And on top of that, if you want to gain experience and knowledge with women, actually go talk to some women. I know, crazy thoughts, crazy revelations, y'all. And that's why I'm here, y'all. With that being said, stay based and stay blessed. It's Sule Main. Don't forget, check me out on Instagram, X, and TikTok at It's Sule Main. Don't forget, check out the free home workout guide below. And also stay tuned because my workout program is coming out soon. And y'all really gonna like that one. Anyways, y'all, like I said, stay based and stay blessed. It's Sule Main. I'm out.